All right, this is a challenging one. So let's see how well I can do with this. Linear equation, solve for y. Slope-intercept equation, you know what that looks like. This is y equals mx plus b. But what if you're given an equation that doesn't look like this and you want to make it look like this? What if I give you something that's like 2x plus 3y equals 7 and you want to make it look like this? Well, we're going to be doing you remember the picking it up and dropping it on its head type of thing? So we'll be doing pick and drop to make this work. And just remember, pick and drop, it becomes, remember when it hits its head, hits its head, becomes opposite. Oh my goodness, this is one of my words, Is that right? Okay. And we're also going to have to remember how to distribute, so let's take a look at that again. If I'm going to distribute maybe a 3 to 2x minus 5 distribution, let's use another color. Jumping the parentheses, that's going to give me 6x minus 15. All right, so you ready for this? Because I am. Y minus 10 equals negative 9, x minus 4. I want this to be y equals something something. Let's start with some distribution. What do I get? Let me see if I can get a little bit bigger there. What do I get when I distribute? Well, I have y minus 10 equals negative 9x plus 36. And now it's so close to what I want it to be. The thing is, this 10 is messing everything up. Let me read this to you. I have 1 yak minus 10 air bubbles equals negative 9 x-rays plus 36 air bubbles. I want to pick up this air bubble and drop it on top of the other stack of air bubbles. So I'm going to pick up this air bubble, I'm going to drop it on the other stack of air bubbles. Remember, when I drop it, it hits its head and becomes the opposite, so it'll drop as a 10. And what am I left with? I'm left with y equals negative 9x plus 46. And that is the form I want. I want this in slope-intercept form. Originally, it was given to me in this form, which you'll learn later on is point-slope form, and we forced it over into the slope-intercept form of the line. And what did it take? Took a little bit of distribution and one pick and drop. Pick and drop. Okay. Here's our next one. A little bit of distribution and then a pick and drop. Let's distribute that 1/10. Y plus 5 equals 1/10 x. 1/10 of 10 is 1. Right? So there's the distribution. Now it's time to pick up. So I have 1 yak plus 5 air bubbles equals 1/10 of an x-ray minus 1 air bubble. Let's pick up those 5 air bubbles. Drop them on the other side on top of the other air bubbles. They hit their head and they become a negative. And now what am I left with? Y equals 1/10 x minus 6. So we started in this form and we forced it over into this form. This is slope-intercept form. Okay, here we go. This one Does it require any distribution? No, no distribution. But look, I have 13 X-rays minus 7 yaks equals negative 7 air bubbles. I'm going to pick up the X-rays and drop them on the other side. Now, they're not going to drop onto the air bubbles because they're X-rays. And that leaves me with negative 7y equals negative 13x. Why is it negative? Because it hit its head and became the opposite. And then we have this negative 7. So I picked it up and dropped it. Now I want this to be y equals. The problem is there's a negative 7. This negative 7 is messing with the y. What is the negative 7 doing? The negative 7 is trying to multiply the y. How do I fight multiplication? With division. What do I want to do? I want to divide both sides by negative 7. Negative 7, negative 7, negative 7. If I divide one piece, I need to divide all the pieces. That leaves me with y equals 13/7 x plus 1. Notice the negative 13 over the negative 7, that just became a positive 13 over positive 7, and a negative 7 over negative 7 is just a positive 1. Let's do one more of these. Let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. The y is on the wrong side. We have a couple different ways of doing this. Do you want to just kind of flop the entire equation over? We can do that. What if we go with this? 8x minus 11y equals 13. You like that? It's the same equation. I just took the entire thing and flopped it over. I want y to be by itself. So who do I need to pick up and move? I want y by itself, so I need to pick up that 8x, drop them over here. A negative 11y equals 8x plus 13. Probably should have dropped them right about there instead. Sorry, this is an error. No. And y is almost by itself, but who's bugging that y? Who's bugging the y? Negative 11 is bugging the y. What's the negative 11 doing? It's trying to multiply the y. How do I fight multiplication? With division. I'm going to divide everything through by an 11. Negative 11, excuse me. That leaves me with y equals negative 8/11 x minus 13/11. And that is that. Okay. So a little bit tougher topic today. Hopefully you're understanding this. Really work at the practice problems on these. Get this into your brain. This is some critical stuff. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.